all eyes on the nation's highest court after a leaked draft opinion showed a majority of Supreme Court justices could be ready to overturn Roe v. Wade.
A final decision is expected in a couple of months, but if the Supreme Court rules there is no constitutional right to abortions, can Congress or the president step in?
Our Joe St. George continues our coverage tonight with a look at the options.
All sides continue to rally on the steps of the Supreme Court as the country waits to see if the leaked opinion to Politico overturning Roe v. Wade will be the actual opinion of the court when the justices decide to disclose their decision. There's no indication of when that might be. While Chief Justice John Roberts has confirmed the leaked document is real, he also said it does not represent a final ruling.
Of course, it has been speculated for months that the Supreme Court could overturn Roe, which simply restores the authority to regulate abortion back to state governments. Conservative-leaning states will likely pass new restrictions. Liberal-leaning states will likely expand abortion access. However, one question being asked today, could President Biden, could Congress do anything to respond to the Supreme Court?
In short, the answer is yes. Democrats in Congress could try and pass a law to codify the right to abortion into federal law, starting an entirely new legal fight. However, it's doubtful Democrats have the necessary votes to do that right now. The Senate is split 50-50. Conversations have also started to change Senate rules so that abortion rights could pass in the Senate with fewer than 60 votes. For the moment, though, that appears to lack the necessary support, too. Meanwhile, down Pennsylvania Avenue, President Biden has already indicated he might try to do something on his own when the actual opinion comes down. He has directed his Gender Policy Council and the White House counsel's office to prepare options for an administration response. The president saying, quote, "We will be ready when any ruling is issued."
The pro-life movement is not going to stop.
Carol Tobias is president of National Right to Life, one of the largest anti-abortion groups in the country. Recently, she told me even if Roe gets struck down, her work won't be over. New legal fights will emerge, likely ones involving the White House. For instance, there's a growing push by women's rights groups to promote abortion pills that could be delivered discreetly in the mail. Stopping that, she admits, will be tough.
It will be hard to catch.
Abortion is oppression!
As for the time being, expect abortion to be a major focus of this year's midterm elections. Abortion rights supporters telling me this is going to mobilize some voters.
We really do hope that this draft decision leak really mobilizes people to take action.
In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
Count on WPTV News Channel 5 for continuing coverage on this top story. You can also find reaction from local lawmakers on WPTV.com.